Good evening, comrades, and welcome to Plan with Fox, the planner channel where we're stressed all the time and just keep saying, it's gotta get better next week, right? And then it doesn't. And then we say it's gotta get better next week, right? And then it doesn't. And then, that's the one. Anyway, hi, I'm Fox. If you're new here, we plan here. That's what we do. Okay. It's been a long week and it's only Monday. Let me tell you that it was a long, shitty end of last week. It was bad. We'll talk about it. We'll get into it. In any case, last week was fucking madness. And so, here's my situation here. I didn't fill out anything. I want to actually go back and fill this out, and hopefully on Thursday I'll have some time, just because I hate these blank spaces and I like to fill in. I mean, I write in my bullet journal what we did every day, but I'd like to fill in a little bit more. So yeah, this is completely empty, even though I did stuff. It's just, it was a week. So we are now planning for the week of Monday, March 9th through Sunday, March 15th. It is Monday, March 9th, because yesterday was chaos. And yeah, I didn't get to do anything. So I'm using a St. Patrick's Day kit from Paper Candy Prints. I am not always a huge fan of the girl people stickers, but look at that owl. You can't see this owl and this flamingo and this unicorn and not fucking buy this kit, right? It's cute. It's real cute. Okay. So let's jump in. Let's start planning. Let's talk about the shit show that is my life. It's not really a shit show. It's like a poop sitcom. That sounds really terrible. It's like a step down from shit show. We're not full shit show. We're at poop mini-series. There we go. That's what it is. It's a poop mini-series. My life. Oh, girl. Girl and not girl alike. Oh gosh. I'm tired. So last week was just, it started out okay. I had a really super awesome Monday. I can't even lie about that. My Monday last week was fan-fucking-tastic. I got a lot of shit done. I felt really good. I felt optimistic about the world and my place in it. And then the wheels came off. And we had a little blip of happiness on Wednesday, because on Wednesday, you know what happened? I was supposed to have a meeting on Thursday for work. And I was real bummed about it because, when we have those meetings, you have to give up your day off and go into work and not get paid for it and sit in this meeting. And I just don't sit in meetings. That's why I work in retail, because I don't want to sit in meetings. And I was dreading it and feeling really some kind of way about it. And then on Wednesday afternoon, or it might have actually been Wednesday morning, our office manager called and said, hey, I need to update you about the meeting. And I thought that she was going to be when you get there, you have to get a code to get in, or blah, blah, blah. She was like, it's been canceled. And I was like, shut up. What? It's been canceled? And she's like, it's been canceled. And I was like, nuh-uh, for real? And I was so excited. For the whole rest of the day, I was just do-do-do-do-do, don't have to go to the meeting today, do-do-do-do. And it was, the world was full of hope and promise. And you know what fucking happened? My Thursday was shit. My Thursday was absolute shit. So that's what life is, though. It's getting excited about something and having it snatched away. That's life. I love this kit. I printed all the pages because there was a bunch of stuff on here that I wanted to use. Boop. So here's what happened Thursday. First of all, because I was off suddenly, I was like, of course I'll come help out at the shelter. And we had 42,000 dogs, so I was there really late. And I'm training a new walker who's going to be awesome. She had her first dog walk that day, and she did really, really well. So we had to do her training, which means things go a little bit, not they go slower, but the dog walks take a little bit longer because we're talking about stuff, and we're oh, did you see how this dog did this thing with its ears? That means this dog is scared. You have to go over all that stuff, as opposed to if you've been walking dogs for 4,000 years, then you just take the dog out, and that's what we do, and the dog is out, and it's great. So it is a little bit more involved to do the training, obviously. And then we had so many dogs, so I was there very late. So then I came home, and my ice dispenser, I think I mentioned this previously, my ice dispenser is not working. And if I can't have frosty fucking water, I don't want it. I don't know what changed at the age of 36, but at the end of my 36th year, I discovered ice water. And I was like, after 37, I'm only drinking fucking frigid shit now. And so I'm cussing a lot. I'm really sorry. I am cussing so much. I don't know what's, I think I'm just like loopy because everything's crazy right now. So anyway, I digress. My ice dispenser is not working. So it's making ice, but it will not dispense, like the little motor is dead. So my dad ordered a replacement motor. So they came over on Thursday to install it. Well, either the motor that we got doesn't work or it's something that's not the motor. We're not sure. So it wouldn't work. So they were here for like over an hour, I think. So then I had an 8-mile run that day. So I go out for my run and I'm like halfway through. I'm at like 3.5 miles. And my boss decides that he wants to move up all of our reviews since we didn't have the meeting, do our reviews earlier. I'm like, that's fantastic. Then I'll have the whole night to myself. So I'm like, yeah, I am running right now. I'll be home and I can meet you for that at 2:30. Well, then I get home and then husband decided to take a half day work from home because he's like, I'm just really stressed and it'll be nice and we'll be home and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, that sounds great. So then I went home, showered after my run, went to my review, finished from that. Then I went to the grocery store, got harassed by an old fucking geezer in the parking lot. And I don't want to go into too much detail because it just makes me angry to think about it, but I got into my car, I was all by myself, and he pulled up into the empty space next to me and like blocked me in and wouldn't leave me alone and was talking to me, and yeah. So that happened. So I came home and I was angry, and then husband was having a stressful day. So he was not in a good mood. And it was just like, before you knew it, my whole entire day was lost to like no time to think. And I was just sad about it. And if I didn't mention, Elizabeth Warren dropped out of the presidential race that morning. Like that's what started it. It was like, came home from walking dogs, got a CNN alert and just felt like very sad. I'm super upset about that. I know she didn't do well in the primary, but that was my girl. She should have done well. That's like a complicated situation that we should be talking about, is why did this super capable, most capable person we've had running for president in ages. My emotions. I'm gonna have a sip of wine. My wine glass says, oh, for fuck's sake. My mother-in-law got that for me. It's very cute. Anyway. I'm breathing. I promise I'm breathing. So yeah. So that was my Thursday. Then Friday was good. I think, was it? Oh, yes, Friday was. So Friday, I went to bed at like 9:30 on Thursday because I was just so grumpy at the earth and I was like, I can't fucking do this. And so I went to bed like super early. So I got up at 5. I normally get up like 5:30, between 5:30 and 6. I got up at 5 and I was like, okay, I have 3.5 hours to myself. I'm gonna get all this stuff done. And like literally by the time I left for work, I was in such a better mood. It's not even funny. And it was literally just that I had time to myself to like think and work on my planners and just relax and watch my YouTube videos. Like that's how badly I need that stuff. Friday night we went to it's called Party in the Tropics at Phipps. So Phipps, I've mentioned before, is our local botanical garden and I'm a member there. I have a dual membership. So if you ever want to go, I have a dual membership. You can be my date, whoever you are that wants to go. And okay, so Saturday, I'm trying to think where I'm gonna put my sticker because Saturday is gonna be a big situation. Oh God, it's on my last Jason Voorhees. It's so hard to say goodbye to Jason Voorhees. It is Friday the 13th. You know it. Boop. I forget what I was saying. I started singing fucking Boys to Men about Jason Voorhees, and then everything went downhill from there. Okay, so Friday we went to the Party at the Tropics, which is like, they have a little area where they had like a DJ and then they had cocktails and wine and food, but it was all like for cash. And I didn't realize when I bought our tickets that you got in for free as members. You just had to like reserve a ticket, but it should have been waived fee. And so we paid the full like $40 for 2 tickets, and I was like, oh shit, what the hell? And then you had to pay for food and pay for drinks, and I was like, oh my God. So I actually emailed them that night after we found out it was supposed to be free, and they emailed me back today because Phipps is fucking awesome, and they were like, no worries, my dude. we will refund you that money. And I was like, oh, you're the best. Why, thank you. It's like 60 degrees and I think I've got fucking spring fever, and I'm gonna probably just like stay up all night and get up really early and just be like, hi, I love you, sunshine. Yesterday was daylight savings, which I should have mentioned in here, but I didn't, because I didn't fill in anything, because like literally, okay, so wait. So Friday night was good, but then we ended up going to this dance night called Retro Night, which was super fun. It was all music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and it was this DJ named Sheila, and she DJs the 80s night, and she's never done this night before, and it was so fucking good. And she was beat matching like she was born to beat match, and I have such a fucking boner for good beat matching. It's not even funny, and I was like so excited. So anyway, Friday night was very good, and then Saturday I had to work, and it started out with like drama between two of my customers to open the day, and I'm like, I'm not ready for this. And then my coworker called me fat and said I look like I'm pregnant because my belly's getting so big, and I have been angry about it ever since. And yesterday, after my long run, I went for like a 13-mile run, like every single neighborhood in the east end of Pittsburgh, and I had a great time, and it was sunshine, and I was taking pictures, and the dog ran up to me. Several dogs ran up to me, but one was a pit bull, and it was really cute, and I was feeling good about life. And then I came home and I was really sleepy, and I was like, I'm gonna just take a nap for like 20 minutes. I go to set my alarm on my phone for a nap, and I dropped my phone from like a height of 2 feet, and it cracked. And I was just like, that was my only emotion, was that. So, it's been a week. It's been a weekend or a week, or I don't even know. I'm just tired. And it's making me hyper because I'm so exhausted. Like, you know how when you're like a little kid and you're like, I'm not taking a fucking nap, and then you're running around and like everybody just wants you to stop running around? That's me right now. That is me right the fuck now. I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna fill in some things, and then I'm gonna talk about the things, and I don't even know where I put my fucking pens because, see previous comment, RE, quite tired. I filled in today, so I worked 9 to 6. I folded laundry this morning. I have to put it away still. I put half of it away. Take the decorations downstairs for Easter and spring, which I did take the box down. I did empty the dishwasher. I can actually cross all these things off. I was hoping to get some of the decorations put away tonight, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. It's just like, wow, where do my days go? Like, where do they actually go? I mean, today I was at work all day, but like, you know, this morning I was doing stuff before work and it just vanished in a flash. Okay, so tomorrow I have to run, my 2 midweek runs are both 5 miles. So I'm definitely gonna run on Thursday because that's my day off. But I have it, like I wrote it down originally that I was gonna run on tomorrow on Tuesday night. But if my friends are running Wednesday night, then I'm gonna just run with them. So I think either way, even if I don't run with my friends, even if I run alone, I think I'm gonna run Wednesday night because I just would rather have, since I work tomorrow and Wednesday, I'd rather have my run night be the night that's like my Friday night. So I think I'm gonna put run here no matter what, even if I don't do it with my group. We've been doing a lot of Wednesday nights, which has been nice, but it's like, now that it's daylight savings time, like right now it is 7:13 p.m. and it's still light out. And that's fucking badass. I love that so hard. Okay, so Tuesday, let me get my little like, here's my list. Oh, here's my list. So I did call the phone place. I put that on here. You know what I'm gonna fucking do? Because I am gonna keep track of all the shit that I accomplished so that I feel at the end of the week like I accomplished shit. I don't know what the hell happened with my silhouette, but like you can see it. I used the same cut settings that I always use, and for some reason it was like too harsh for this paper. I don't know, and it like, lots of things popped out. And that just makes it like so much harder to take the stickers off the page because they all popped out. Okay. To do, so I'm gonna write on here, call the phone place, which I did, and I set up a day. I'm gonna write on here things that I do, that I have to do. and then I'm gonna do them. I have 2 decluttering things to do tomorrow, and I'm gonna put them on this little guy here, like so. I have all these ones that say today. Hey, look, we still haven't figured out what littles means, so if you know what littles is, and you're in the know, and you know the secret, but I'm gonna do this. Today, can you hear my dog snoring in the background? She's so fucking cute. She's lucky she's so cute. She snores so loud. Today means decluttering, so those are 3 decluttering things I'm going to do tomorrow. And then I would like to finish my Lunar New Year post, which is like almost done. It's almost done. Let's put that on here. I really need to get back on track with the vlog. I know I've said that for like 3 weeks, but this is the week. This is finally the week. I swear to you, like, I just blink and my days are gone and I don't understand it. So, why is this crooked? Okay. Wednesday, work, 9 to 6, and then run. And then I'm not putting anything else of importance on that day, except that I am going to put down that I'm going to start editing my vlog in the morning or the evening or the something time. Yeah, like last week I wanted to get that 3rd YouTube video up, and I had no time yesterday. And then actually on Wednesday also, I used to use another sticker because Layla Grace has a date with her boyfriend, Fritzy. Yeah, you have to go see Fritzy, huh? Yes, you do. So on Wednesdays, my friend Danielle comes and walks her, and then so this Wednesday she will drive her down to daycare because they're doing St. Patrick's Day photos, so Layla will go for that. And then my friend Jane's dog Fritz, who is Layla's boyfriend, here's a picture of them together. They're so cute. They will get to have some playtime, so that'll be nice. And then husband, it's right by where husband's office is, so he'll just pick her up after work. Okay, Thursday morning I walk dogs, and that's Jen's final training day, and then she will be another Thursday walker. So that's the first thing. I do have to run 5 miles, and I have to take my phone in because this is the day that I got the appointment. That was the first time that they had an appointment, and I was like super pumped because actually the first place that they sent me was the Monroeville location, because they didn't tell me a time when I like reserved my place to take my phone in to get it fixed. They didn't tell me a time, they just told me to pick a location, and I'm like, okay. So I figured, well, maybe I could go after work. So I picked one that's close to work, which is Monroeville. And they called me today and they were like, ha, joke's on you. The soonest appointment we have is Sunday. And I was like, what? And then they had something actually for Thursday. I'm like, well, at that point, I don't want to go. It was Thursday at 4 p.m. If you live in Pittsburgh, you know what I mean about you don't want to be going near Monroeville at 4 p.m. on any day of the week because you will be sitting in traffic for endless hours. So I ended up getting it switched to the McKnight Road location at 10 a.m. on Thursday, which is much better. So dog walk, then my phone appointment. I made some progress. Actually, I want to tell you about a progress that I made. I did my bathroom cabinet. Like we have a big, tall, full-length mirror bathroom cabinet, and I did it yesterday. I decluttered it. And this morning when I was like feeling really grumpy, I was like, just open that door. Just open that door. And it made me so happy. So, my sad life. Three things to declutter. I had been hoping that my parents would come over and help me in the garden a little bit, just get some weeding done. But now that I have to take my phone in, I don't know how long that's gonna take. They said it could take up to 2 hours. I hope it doesn't. So what the fuck am I gonna do sitting at this place for 2 hours? But like if I leave there, how are they gonna let me know that it's done? Because they're gonna have my phone. So I'm not gonna put anything else on there. We'll see what happens when the day comes, if we're gonna have time for that or not. So, okay, Friday, I may end up having to walk dogs. As of right now, I'm not signed up, but we're getting a huge transfer. And so I will probably like be on call basically if they need it. Motherfucker. Calling the glue stick yet again. All right. Okay, so I'm lifting at 10 a.m. with my trainer. And then we're going to a fish fry My dad has it picked out. I don't know which one it is. But he's like, come on over here and we have one over here. I'm like, okay. I'd like to get another blog post up during the day if I can. What I really want to do is get my fucking real ID picture taken, but I know I'm not going to have time, and I just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and I know I'm going to regret this. So maybe after my phone appointment I can go. I'm going to try to do it one of these 2 days, but I'm not even putting it on here in case it doesn't happen, because I don't want to set myself up for that kind of failure. Okay, so then in the evening we have our prank run. Yes, yet again, we are running together. And we're actually meeting at my house because I was the one who was like, we need to do this. Now I have to do this because St. Patrick's Day is the next day. And I can't be running 18 miles. Or 20 miles, whatever we decide on doing. I need at least 18. If we go for 20, that's fine, because that means I don't have to do 20 by myself the next week, because that will be what happens. But yeah, so that'll be at 8 p.m. We're meeting at my house, so I was like, I'm having a mimosa station set up between laps so we can go into the patio area. And if anybody wants to stick around and watch Jason Goes to Hell afterwards, you know? Jason Goes to Hell. Can we just talk about for a second that Jason Goes to Hell is the best of the Jason movies? It is. Don't try to argue with me. It's the best. Okay. I'm trying to find an appropriate sticker for the hot-ass disaster mess that could be Saturday. I'm just going to use this one. This one's not really disaster-y, but yeah, there we go. So, okay, St. Patrick's Day, obviously, if you own a calendar, is March 17th, but if you live in Pittsburgh, it's the Saturday before or on the 17th. So this is the day, and it's going to be, I think for the first time, a little bit warm this year. Normally it's like fucking freezing. Knock on wood, we have not really had rain, but in any case, we're starting at 8 a.m. We're planning so far to start at this place called Harp and Fiddle, which is like this kind of mediocre Irish pub in the Strip District. What's nice about the Strip District is really nobody else is there because everybody goes to the parade in the morning. And we started our tradition of St. Patrick's Day many years ago, where we started at this place called Harris Grill, which has since burnt down, and they're eventually going to rebuild it, but it's been 2 years and it's not back yet. And we decided we would start there for kegs and eggs at 7 a.m. when they opened, and we would walk our way into town and go to the parade. Well, we never made it. We just were like bar hopping the whole way down, and by the time we got close to the parade was over. So that's become the tradition now, is to like move in the direction of the parade and never get to the parade. Like it's just become like a running tradition now. So if you're watching this and you want to join, let me know and I will add you to the event. And so we're gonna start at Harp and Fiddle, and then we're just gonna kind of go around to the different bars there because they're usually not crowded because everybody is in town. The closer you go towards downtown, the worse it is. Like, just drunk amateurs, as we call them. So the goal is to kind of wander around down there, slowly make our way towards Lawrenceville and end up in the cemetery because goth girls in cemeteries, we have a thing. So that's another tradition, is we would always walk down through the cemetery. Now that we're not starting in that same location, we're starting in the other direction, we end in the cemetery. So that's the day. So I'm not gonna put in what we do yet, but I am gonna, we'll go at least this many places, maybe more, but I'll add at least that many places for now. Yay! And then the goal is like be done by like 3 o'clock before all the drunk people get really argumentative. So Sunday morning, I just have 8 miles, I think I have 8 miles. I didn't make my full 7 miles on Saturday because I failed at nutrition and I got the shakes really bad. And I thought I was gonna have to actually call husband to come and get me because I felt like every time I stepped, my legs were gonna like buckle under me because I was so shaky. It was not good. I don't recommend it. Okay, and then whatever the hell else happens here, what I do need to add is some World of Warcraft. I need to play some World of Warcraft because I put it on my power sheets. All right, I never show my power sheets, I don't think. These are my power sheets, okay? If you don't own power sheets, you clearly are not active enough on YouTube and Instagram. You need to get you some. They are really good for goal setting. I think I have shown them one other time because I remember bitching about the double binding. So yeah, this is my 2020 power sheets. And so these are my March goals here. And, oh, I already did this. I already made my decluttering calendar. You saw that last week, so I can check that off. And I made an event for St. Patrick's Day. I can check that off. And so I didn't do any of these other things. But my weekly action items, play 1 hour of WoW. Play 1 hour of WoW. I want to do it. I want to play an hour of WoW every single week. So I need to do that. And you know what I can fucking do to help motivate me? Hold on. There we go. I don't know what I'll write on there, but this is from Nerds the Word Sticker Company. I've had this for so long and I don't use it nearly enough, but yeah. I put it on there, so that means it's legit and I have to do it. I don't know where I got these. Bella Plans. This is ancient. This is maybe 2016. This is maybe my first year of planinating. So I can't speak for if these still even exist, but I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit with these little drunken owls. Look at them. Because I just want to get rid of this sticker sheet because I've had it for 400 years. I may regret this when I'm like later trying to put stuff in these areas, and I'll be like, why did you have to put all those drunken owls all over the place? Because I had them and I wanted to. Actually, this looks really awesome. Like, I don't want to brag, but like, I did a really good job applying stickers at random. I could probably put that on my CV. And I ended up not using that the girl sticker that I was talking about anyway. I did put a little hat on the beer though. Move this guy. Whoa, no, now he's too close to the other owl. No. Yeah, the beer is wearing a hat. Got a little horseshoe. A game of horseshoes. And if you don't know that song, you are too young to be watching my channel. Oh, that horseshoe's jacked up. Okay. I got 2 left. I might like to use them. There we go. There it is. The week. Don't light anything on fire. Actually, I really like how this turned out. I wasn't so sure. I actually ordered a different kit, but okay, speaking of ordering kits too, real fast. You will notice I wrote in Cage Residency because I didn't have a sticker for it because my Erin Condren order is delayed due to the coronavirus. They are having global shipping issues, I guess. This seems weird. I ordered it like in February and yeah, so none of my stuff is shipped. So like I ordered a seasonal surprise box and I think they were holding those until March 1st, and then like I checked my tracking information. I'm like, normally their stuff is super fast. Like it always arrives before they say it's going to arrive. And none of the stuff that I ordered came, and I was like, what the fuck? So I looked on it and it said there's global shipping delays due to international pandemic or something. I forget how they phrased it, but I was like, okay. So I have no idea. It said they're gonna ship mid to late March is when that's all gonna ship. So that's kind of shitty, like depending on the timing of the surprise boxes, like they're sold out so they can't sell anymore. But like if you wanna use stuff for the spring season and that's what's in there, and it doesn't get here until April, then you've lost like several weeks to use it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, all my stickers are in the same order, so I have no stickers until that arrives. But anyway, this is the week, and I I will be sure to fill in some stuff. I think Thursday I have stuff to do, but I also will have some downtime to work on other things since I'm going to be getting all this like phone appointment, and then my run is like 5 miles. Probably drop my phone off and then go for the run and then come back. That's not a bad idea because I could just run the lake over there and that'll be 5 miles. Of course, I don't know what I'd listen to because I wouldn't have my phone, so I couldn't listen to music. We'll figure that out. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please subscribe. I publish videos at least twice a week, usually on Mondays and Thursdays. This one is going to be delayed until Tuesday just because I ran out of time to edit it. But normally Mondays and Thursdays, Mondays for the plan with me, Thursdays for the weekly vlog, and a third video peppered in, like pepper. Yes. Thank you for watching my poop mini-series. And I hope everybody has a really great week and an awesome St. Patrick's Day if you're celebrating on Saturday.